Okay, y'all. So Clarissa Shields is firing back at rumors claiming Papoose didn't spend Christmas with her because he was allegedly with Remy, his wife, and their daughter. Right after Christmas, the internet started buzzing, saying Clarissa was alone again while Pap was posted up with Remy and their child. And you already know she caught heavy backlash because many people were never feeling Clarissa and Papoose together in the first place, given the messy situation. That man is still legally married to Remy Ma. And even though both sides keep saying they want a divorce, they're still married, each blaming the other for why it hasn't been finalized. On top of that, let's not forget they've got over a decade of history together. So someone straight up asked Clarissa, how do you feel about Pap spending Christmas with his wife and daughter? Clarissa clapped back and said, Pap spent Christmas with his mother and family, not his ex-wife. You are definitely misinformed. Then the person responded, oh, okay, that's not his ex-wife though. You're actually the misinformed one. And honestly, they're not wrong, because no, Remy is not the ex-wife. Again, Pap and Remy are still married. But here's where things stop adding up. If Papoose really spent Christmas with his mom and family, why wasn't Clarissa there? Because let's be real, if she actually spent Christmas with him, she would have been the first one online saying, that's a lie, we spent Christmas together. So if he was really with his mom and family, why weren't you included? Now, mind you, Pap's mom actually likes Clarissa, and Clarissa has been to her house before to eat. The mom even cooked them a full-course meal, so there's no beef there. Which brings us right back to the same question. If that's the case, why weren't you there? Now, I don't know if Clarissa is just trying to save face, but the math is not mathing. Now, I will say this, Pap did try to smooth things over, because he ended up buying her some Louis Vuitton. Go ahead and take a look.
I don't know why you did that, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to get nothing from Louis, but I appreciate you. I wonder what this is. This box biggest ever too. Lord, let me see. Lord have mercy, don't tell me you don't got a big gigantic purse. Have a book bag or something. Mind you, I don't have no Louis. What the? This is nice! Bricks. Whoa. Okay. Wow. The gym bag?
No, it's a duffel. So you traveling?
Dad, I'll take this motherfucker to the gym. I'll put gym clothes in here. I'm about to go to the gym, Lou bag. Yo, she rich for real. Yeah, I come to the gym with Lou bag. Pat by the cruise. That's, thank you, baby. That's so cute. Thank you. And then, is one more?
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice bag, yo. You did not have to do that. I love it. Let's see what this is. Lord. Other way. Oh. What? Nah, bro. You ain't have to do that, bro. Wow. What?
And it's not just a whole thing.
Oh, I can't wait to roll my bag to the airport on a. What? To get customized. Ain't we going to Miami? And I'm about to roll to Miami, boy. So y'all knew my man had to come through for the baddest for his queen. He came, Louis Vuitton travel
right
bag
there.
with the travel with the. Merry Christmas to the guavs. Also, too, hold on.
So there's been a lot of speculation that Clarissa actually bought those gifts herself and tried to make it seem like Papoose bought them for her. The reason people are side-eyeing it is that Clarissa literally filmed herself shopping inside a Louis Vuitton store just a day or two before those gifts popped up. So folks started putting two and two together and said, girl, we just saw you in Louis Vuitton. We know you bought those gifts yourself. Now listen, I got a little nosy and went back to check the receipts she posted on her page. And I have to be fair here, neither of the gifts Papoose allegedly bought was listed on those receipts. So based on that, it does look like he actually may have bought her those items. Unless, of course, she bought them herself and simply didn't post those particular receipts. Either way, it does look like Papoose was at least trying to smooth things over. But now I want to hear from y'all. How do you feel about this whole situation? And what do you think about Claressa claiming Pap spent Christmas with his family and not with Remy Ma? Are you buying that explanation or nah? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And that's all I've got for now. I'll talk to y'all later.
At this point, Claressa wants Papoose more than she wants her career. I did this video that said that Papoose is going to have to raise Claressa Shields. And not even a week later, she's rolling around in Louis Vuitton, spreading money in a bizarre fashion. One video, he was with her. The next video, she's by herself. Then she goes home pretty much saying, my man, my man, my man. This is the beginning of a woman who's very severely insecure. And it's sad to watch because this is Claressa Shields. But in that video, I talked about men, specifically men from certain states, like now in this particular case, New York, but I'm sure it's all 50. They don't like this kind of stuff. So not knowing what to say, not knowing how to carry yourself, not knowing how to act. And because we know Claressa wants Papoose more than she probably wants her career at this point, this is going to cause her a lot of problems. I predict, though, that if she continues to act like this, I don't see them making it. Like, it's too much public embarrassment, too many pieces that are going out on her. Folks are talking about, people are jealous. No, babies, nobody's jealous of Claressa Shields. The women who are speaking up on it, the majority of ones, I'm not talking about the ones that are in the comments, the majority of people want her just to recognize who she is, go out there, whip some ass, get your belts, and then move on. But that's not what she appears to be doing. Like, she'll slide it in every now and again, but all of her conversation now is tailored around Papoose. And Papoose don't like that shit. Men don't really be feeling that. I don't know why women think that you keep yelling, my man, my man, my man, is going to excite a nigga. It just doesn't. And it speaks more about where she is mentally than anything else. I'm telling you, he's 5 seconds from telling her, keep my wife's name out your goddamn mouth. And if he does that, that'll be sad.
Y'all, Claressa Shields is overly hated, and we gotta talk about it. The level of scrutiny that she deals with online, she had to deal with that before she had the fame and money to cope with that. If you didn't know, she had a really, really rough upbringing, and she's always needed to defend herself. So it would make sense for her to always need to be preemptively defensive, And you gotta think about it. Every time she comes online, people are always coming at her, whether it's about her not being one of the greatest women fighters in history, and she is, or if they just do something simple like attack how she looks. And they do that a lot, and that's crazy because she's beautiful, and I don't understand. Or they might talk about how she talks. And you gotta understand, she's had a career being hit in the head, bro. All of them, they just kind of talk like that. That's how they are. And I want to bring up Papoose real quick because the nigga's at least 15 years older than her. So she wasn't rich growing up, but she did eventually become her family's breadwinner. So she's kind of used to having leeches. And I don't want to call her family leeches, but she's talked about certain people in her family using her before. She said that. Papoose being around her and not really doing much, it's just something she's been accustomed to. So she's not even thinking about some shit like that.
Claressa Shields, the more you try to push Remy Ma out the equation, the more she stands out in your equation, okay? Because you can control what you respond to, and she can't control it, y'all. Like, a lot of people in the comment section of that recent post about where Papoose was for the holidays, well, I guess that triggered her because she felt the need to defend her man, and also in that same sentence say that's his ex-wife. Well, y'all, let me know in the comment section, has Remy Ma and Papoose finally got a divorce? Has that been finalized? Because the last time I checked, I don't recall that ever being handled. Ever. Like, I think they're still legally married. So unlike Yandy and Mendeezy's, them two were really locked down for real.